You've never met a girl that has a little extra
Oh
beach
my
buzz and
god, dude!
and I guess my thing is, don't those girls have friends? And isn't it the girls' friends'
It
responsibility?
is their
to back girl
responsibility. It's their
aside?
civic duty.
Yeah, to explain that. I mean, if I had a vagina on my chin all the time, and I'd expect one of you guys to take me aside and go, Phil, could you shave the vagina on your chin?
Yes, exactly. You know what? That's what friends do. Is like you got something stuck in your teeth, or you have a horrible growth on the side of your face. Your friend's supposed to say, "See a doctor. Get that taken care of." And I totally agree with you, Phil.
That's what friends are for, Jesse.
You know, it's not the gentleman's responsibility for that because that just gets you in trouble.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm John C. Riley, the Couchmaster General, the Master of Pod. No, not really. And I'm also at Jstown on Twitter and whatever. I make podcasts, and I have a baby beard because I was stupid enough to trim my beard, which was magnificent. Together with me on the show is a man who does not suffer from diarrhea this week, a man who has luscious hair, and he can't figure out the permanent name for his new band. It's Phil.
No, our newest name this week is Mr. T's Breakfast Cereal. We're going with that one. But how do you know I don't have diarrhea? You're not in the bathroom with me. Just because I'm sitting here.
Well, it's not incapacitating you from actually being on the show. So.
Exactly. It's not incapacitating diarrhea, but I am sitting on a bucket. I'm sitting on a big old dirty bucket. And there's a little bit of poop. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Jesse. Yeah, but I'm really excited to be back with you guys this week. Thanks, guys.
If you were able to check out the last podcast for everybody, all three of you out there, not to be self-deprecating, but
the dozens and dozens
the
of
censor
fans.
The censor sounds that we used was a shit, as far as like a nice wet fart.
In honor of me, thank you. I appreciate it.
Because Colin was talking about how his wife, he went to his wife's Halloween party, and somebody dressed up as sexy Harry Potter, and if you guys probably don't know where his wife works, but it's not something that you would do to dress him. He's like, oh, you don't know the difference between an office party and a regular party and stuff. So regular party, sexy Harry Potter. Office party for this company, just be a minion, okay? Just be
conservative.
For some reason, I thought you were going down the direction that she was going to dress up as Hermione with diarrhea or something, just because of the nature of the lead up into the poop sound.
No, but every time he mentioned the company, it went, pfft. So it was pretty funny. So, and at the end, you guys listen to after the podcast, it's the sound of somebody shitting really hard.
Awesome.
Immaturity astounds me.
But it's great because you get to hear the end of Agent Text. Agent Tex from Red vs. Blue, and mixed in with that is shitting. So, and also with me for the show is a man who has a nicer beard than I, and he has a new job, and he has a really cool coffee cup that, somebody gave him. It's now, would you call that the Zelda heart?
I don't know. We've been debating this at this house. We've been saying, is it the Zelda heart or is it the Minecraft heart?
I would have to say it's the Zelda heart.
I haven't done any side-by-side comparisons, so I'm not sure which.
I would say. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say Minecraft because Zelda hearts have a very distinct color that does not have, but that'd be my.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm going to investigate this now.
It's Jesse Podwin. Jesse.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amigos?
Todo bien. Todo bien.
Bien, you too.
Todo bien. Bienvenidos.
Todo bien. Thank you very much. We have a...
¿Cómo está?
I'm actually prepared.
Está baño?
I'm actually prepared this time for the show, so I'm very excited. So this isn't just us talking shit. So...
I just got called out on saying shit.
What? Did you say shit?
No!
Did you just say beep or something?
Beep.
Sorry.
Yeah, just say beep. Say, ship.
Put another dollar in the swear jar.
Yeah, right.
$1 in the swear
Oh,
jar.
shucks.
Oh, golly.
Son of a gun.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one particular
This is
thing.
definitely not a Zelda heart.
It's definitely not a Zelda heart. So it's a Minecraft heart.
It might.
Well, anyway, the reason why we're so fascinated with it is it's a heat-sensitive mug. It's a kind of like a black heart.
Really?
And on the bottom,
Yeah,
it's a little
it
red.
fills up.
And when you fill it up with hot water, it goes up, up, up. It fills the entire heart until the whole entire heart is filled with red. There's a video out on
ThinkGeek.com.
ThinkGeek.com. It's on Jesse Potwin's Facebook page. Don't make friends with him. We'll probably find a way of putting it on Etsy or whatever. Or
Wow. I mean, I know they're working on microbiology to extend our lives and all sorts of things like that, but this is the height of technology. Right here, the fact that a coffee cup can do that using the thermos and mood ring technology.
Right?
Pretty
Deserves
awesome.
to go on Shark Tank. This deserves to go on Shark Tank and get lots of money. Mark Cuban should investigate.
now this is something they should have a Kickstarter for. Just mass production.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many lame things that have Kickstarters. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry's band wants to produce their album. But where's the mugs with heat-sensitive shit? That's awesome.
The future is now, Phil.
The future is
We
now.
have-
Science!
They're available. Science!
Science, bitch.
Science! Anyway, before we jump into the show, I just want to talk about something. I'm going to be extremely gay right now, and ask you guys: Have you ever
Are
seen?
Gonna tell me about Ever Jane? About how you
No.
downloaded it and tried it?
No,
No,
I'm
no,
curious if he's going to talk about
not
how he
that gay.
bent over last night and fucked in the ass. Bent over, fucked in the ass?
Glenn Quinn. Do you guys know who Glenn Quinn is?
Colin Quinn's cousin?
No, negative. Have you ever seen Roseanne?
Yes.
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 Remember the boyfriend?
Yes, the
Yes.
dude from Big Bang Theory's brother on the show.
No, not him. Not Johnny Pemberton or whatever his name is. No, what am I saying? No, it's the older sister's badass boyfriend.
Yeah, Becky.
Becky's boyfriend.
Becky's boyfriend was the character from the guy from Big Bang Theory's brother on the show Roseanne.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Oh, okay. I thought that you were saying that they were actually related. Well, he also played a particular role that I was a huge fan of. He played Doyle from the Angel series. You probably haven't. Either of you guys have ever seen the Angel.
Oh,
TV
Doyle
show.
rules.
Phil, you haven't seen the Doyle. You haven't seen the Angel show, have you?
I do know what Angel is because of my liking of Nip Tuck, so having some connection there. But yes,
how is that associated with Nip Tuck?
Isn't it a spinoff from Isn't Angel a spinoff from Buffy?
Correct. Yes, it is.
Which Buffy had Julian Moore, who eventually played Dr. Troy on Nip Tuck. So
Yes.
there was some spin-off stuff. It's how I know who Allison Hannigan is before. I mean, I understand the Buffy. I was a part of the whole Buffy thing, so I do know what Angel is.
It kind of disappointed me and kind of made me really sad because the thing is, I was watching him and Doyle plays a kind of like an Irish half demon, half human, and I was like, funny, two things that I did not know after I said this particular thing. I'm seeing him and seeing the way he's acting and fighting. I'm like, man, he would play an awesome Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie because he looks a little bit like Nathan Drake, and he's got like, demeanor, good actor. But I said like, it would be awesome. What I posted on Facebook was I can't remember. I was like, man, he would be Glenn Quinn. God, I can't even pronounce that shit today.
Glenn Quinn.
Glenn Quinn.
And he played the character of Mark on Roseanne.
Okay, Mark, and he played Doyle on Angel. I said would make a great Nathan Drake. Agree or disagree? And right off the bat, somebody says, yeah, except maybe the fact that he's dead. I'm like, what?
Oh my God, he died.
He died the year that he was written off the show on Angel.
And 2002, December 3rd, 2002, at the age of 32 years old in North Hollywood, California.
Drug overdose found on somebody's couch.
Oh, God.
So, and what I'm learning are just a wave of emotions when it came on because, I did not know he was really Irish, so the voice that he was doing as Mark was fake. So, his voice in Angel was his real voice. B, I did not know that he had a heavy drug problem, so I was like, oh, really? And I was like, and that's probably what they had them written out or found a way to move him away from Roseanne, maybe give him a second chance with Angel, and then they writ him out. And I was like, now, why would you write somebody out of the show like that? Because apparently maybe he was, maybe his drug problem got in the way of actual production. and stuff. So-
I mean, that's most actors or movie stars at some point. Drug problems are very obvious, but a lot of them times it doesn't interfere with their work. It's even
They're
someone
functioning
like
drug
Charlie
addicts.
Sheen, for instance, when he was doing Two and a Half Men, wherever you think of the quality of that show, he was very fucked up and still coming to work every day and performing. But that being said, with I still think he would be, even dead would be better at that character than like Jason Statham. If they carry Jason Statham as Nathan
Okay, what's
Drake,
going on here? What's going on?
grow up.
Nothing. All right, Madeline, get at seriously. Go. I love you dearly,
Go ahead, Phil.
but I don't want to kill you on
I just
camera.
want to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, no. If I seemed a little distracted at the moment, I'm not the no.
We all have our webcams up, and we have Maddie.
Get to watch what's going on.
Are we just doing audio
At
today?
least we have one person laughing at the Couch Masters podcast this week.
We're just doing
At least we
audio.
got-
Yeah, it's just an audio show. So,
Jesse, I just felt awesome.
but no, that was just crazy because I brought that up because it kind of disappointed me. So me and your cousin Gotti were having a kind of like a nerd conversation where we were talking about, and I found out somebody else from the Angels show also died prematurely at around 33. So it was the singing demon that they had in the show. Can't remember. It was
That was a big deal when that happened. The singing demon.
yeah,
I
because the
remember
thing
all
is,
my friends who like Buffy.
yeah, because the thing is, he's a great
Everyone
singer.
but me.
And if he didn't die prematurely, he would have been. Me and Gotti were talking about. He brought up the fact that he would have been a great lead character in Glee. So the actor's name was.
John's a huge fan of Glee. Everyone, I don't know if you knew that.
No, I've
big
never.
supporter.
I saw the
I'm
first show.
I'm the resident Glee fan in the room.
Yeah, but Andy
I liked
Hallett.
the first season.
The first 13 episodes of Glee is very excellent, satirical,
They were very good.
entertainment, written very well. The songs are of a high quality. I do think I was sold on those first 13 episodes and keep waiting for more and more of that. And occasionally you get touches of the amazing comedic writing that works on the show, but it did get overrun by celebrity cameos and a lot of stuff like that. Similar to what happened with The Simpsons, but a lot quicker.
Yeah, but his name
Sorry.
was Andy Hallett, and he died of the most unforeseen circumstances. It wasn't drugs or anything. He died because
He
of
choked on vomit.
a complication
Choked on
at the dentist's office.
Complications at the dentist's office?
Yes.
Wow.
He had a I think it was I'm not quite I'm paraphrasing right now.
1865? What?
No, he was around 20, his late 20s. He had an operation done where I think there was a maybe I need to double check on it. You can Google it. Tooth extraction, and they fucked up something, and he got an infection, and it made him so fatigued. And after they cured him, like and he was on a regimen of drugs and stuff, the infection went away and stabilized up. But the thing is, his heart, like definitely extremely got weakened. So it was
That's how Houdini died.
yeah, because the thing is, I guess it was a nurse's diagnosis of failure to thrive because the fact that like he had a heart attack or heart failure.
Yeah. I know someone that happened to.
God, I was like, God,
That
that
was,
is it's almost as fucking random as a like a brain aneurysm where the people just die in their sleeps randomly.
That just happened to one of Danielle's uncles, and just recently Danielle got some work done in her mouth, and she's there was an infection there, so she's fighting that off right now. We're like,
Oh my God, that's the reason why I refuse to go to a dentist. I have a I have a cap that fell off. I have after they extracted one of my teeth, and I came in to have it capped or fixed, and they said, "Oh, there's nothing we could do about it. We're just gonna have to pull it out." And then they charged me like $250 for their choice. I'm like, I'm never coming back to you guys ever
Talk
again.
about
It's like,
Sophie's choice there.
That's why I pull out all my own teeth.
Yeah,
I just
that's
refuse
why-
to get it. I
That's
probably
why they
have
invented vice grips.
I probably have 3 cavities and a bunch of.
I
other
gotta
crazy
say, I gotta
shit.
tell you, John, cut this if you want, because no one really wants to hear about teeth. But when it comes down to it, I waited the same thing. I waited like 3 or 4 years before going back to the dentist. Went to a dentist. They told me they had to pull 2 teeth, and then I went through similar. I talked to actually Danielle about this a couple of years ago. We both, I don't know if she still is, going to a medical school to have students do it with doctor supervision. It's a very surreal experience. It's a lot cheaper, but you go there and you're a guinea pig, and then everyone has to come in and watch you, and they talk about you, and then the teacher has to come in to double check the student's work, and sometimes they're like, the student did shit here, and they go, it's just horrible. The dentists are horrible, but the longer you put it off, the worse it's going to be. So all you kids, all you couch masters out there, go
to the dentist
and brush your teeth.
Because I have really good dental
and floss.
for my job.
Just do it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
important.
They're gonna be like, we're gonna have to take out all your teeth and give you 2 curvy teeth.
You won't be the Couch Master General talking like John.
Well, good morning, good evening. I'm John Riley.
This is Gummy coming at you.
Yeah, we'll call you Gummy on the show.
Gummy. Getting to our first story. Do you guys know who Moonlight Swami is? Have you ever
Nope.
heard of him?
Nope.
Like Swami.
It's a cute name. I
It
got
is.
it.
It sounds like a cool band name, actually.
Yeah. Don't pick that. Now Phil's gonna be like, now I want to be Moonlight Swami.
It's not as
Mr.
good
T's
as
breakfast
Mr.
cereal
T's
is out.
Maybe.
Okay,
I
well,
still think you should be Sexy Ninja Turtle, but that's just me. Oh, is he the guy that got the X?
yes,
Go over this.
yes,
Go ahead.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
go.
the story we're talking about, because I would definitely have to say this is the Ballad of Moonlight Swami, because just everything has just been up and down as far as a roller coaster, because the guy didn't get a pre-order. Here's the story.
Yeah.
Didn't get a pre-order first, but then he found out that Target online had it in stock. He orders it, and instead of it being shipped and getting to his house on the 22nd, it shows up 4 days after he orders it.
Yep.
2 weeks,
Awesome.
14 days before the console even launches. I'm blown away. So what does this guy do? Because he already has a huge following on YouTube. I don't know, close to 30,000 hits and thousands of videos.
Smartest thing he could do. He makes an unboxing video.
He makes an unboxing video, but I can't tell you how quickly it happened and how quickly the ban hammer came out, because he was freaking out, because he wasn't freaking about something happening to his Xbox console or him. He was worried about the Honor console, the Honor Council in his college being able to see that he had a mark. He was worried about a copyright strike on his YouTube videos, thinking that his college would find out and get him in trouble, because they claimed copyright. Like, he made the unboxing video, which is really cool. I don't want to play it because it's just pretty much audio. And
I watched it. I watched it before we started. It's worth watching.
yeah, because he made it, and he put it out, and he showed everybody, and it was cool, an unboxing video. And literally, he did it, and then he started playing the game. But the thing is, you can't play the game until you do, and you can't get the you can't play the game or the console until
you
day
update
one
it.
for the 550 megabytes day one download for the to allow you to play the video games. But just by chance, they were like, I got it early, and people on Twitter is like, that's where he went to. He went to Twitter. He's like, I do this, I do that.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I wonder if, and this is just a curiosity question as well, if at the same time as Target fucking this up, if also some review consoles were sent out to people to do reviews.
no, they
to
were,
make those
yeah.
people early. So part of it probably got mixed up. So he probably could do the update, because those people probably need to do the update. So the servers are probably
Yeah, there was 150 consoles that were sent out to journalists and reviewers. You know what's fucked up? That 150 consoles went out. But last week I was actually on the Second Opinion podcast with Caleb.
When are we getting ours, by the way?
And
I
DCD. And we were talking about
years.
how now I lost my train of thought because you guys were
Because we're assholes.
Yeah, because you're assholes. No, we were talking about how the what do you call it? Do you remember the guy from G4 when it was on X-Play?
Adam Sessler.
Adam Sessler. They weren't going to give him a console. And he's like, listen, this is my job. I'm working for Rev3. I'm a video game reviewer. And it's like, they sent out 150 consoles and they weren't kind of do it. It's like, come on now. I'm pretty sure this guy knows Major Nelson, but personally. So
Adam Sessler is one of the founders in the sense of bringing video games to the digital media of television, and X-Play, for whatever it became at the beginning, was so important.
Yeah, it was.
To people like me, anyways, listening and knowing the kind of commentary you could do with gameplay. They used to make those quick little videos, and then him and Morgan would take turns doing commentaries on it. He would make little videos as well, and he left to go do his own thing, and now he's as big of a part of the industry as possible. And
No, I would
he's
definitely
one
say
of the
that.
first people to get a system above a lot of these other people that just allowed.
and it all started because he was a banker who enjoyed playing video games in Los Angeles. I think up near San Francisco, and he was doing the G4 stuff, Tech TV stuff at part-time. And they offered him a job, and he had to figure out. And it's so funny. I think somebody at his job at his bank goes, "Listen, video games and playing video games on TV is never going to work out. You need a stable job." And I was like, "Get out of here!" I just remember hearing like his video and stuff. So, but as the story goes, like he went around, posted the video, and after he started, like apparently he was posting stuff on Twitter. And people are like, well, you're not going to be able to play the game. And all of a sudden, he's like, you can't play the game because it's not the 22nd. You need the day one. He goes like, I'm downloading the day one update now. He's like, I'm online right now. I'm on Xbox Live. And he's like, he's putting this out and stuff. He's like, and he's literally, I wouldn't say spoilers, but he's like, this game's going to take this much. This game's going to take this much gigabytes to space. This one right here. Here's the interface. This is what your friends list look like. So it was literally, he was going around and just boom, 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 just posting stuff right there.
I guess he got Adam Sessler's copy.
Yeah, pretty much. But they say this is courtesy of Kotaku. So they actually did they've been following his story throughout. This is kind of like the pretty much the culmination of what the end of the story is of what happened. And it goes, it's under the title Meet the Guy Who Got the Xbox One Early. But it's not really the legitimate, because I know that people, like, for some reason, some guy got a console and he put it on eBay for $10,000. He's like, this is the only one that's available right now. And it's like bullshit, because 150 consoles were out. And then, excuse me, had to burp. And then you had to, what am I saying?
It was
Stop, Jesse. You're just, I'm going to, please turn off your camera if you're going to do that. That's so distracting.
Basically, there were 150.
A professional wouldn't say that. A professional.
Well, I'm trying to. So I'm trying to not sound like a fucking complete idiot, just without you doing that. So
You're doing a hell of a job.
But he got his video. Moonlight Swami got his video banned from, I guess it was a DCMA. Copyrights, saying like Microsoft is like, you're posting some of our content and this copyright issues, which it's kind of weird because he wasn't playing any of the content online. He was just showing him unboxing the game itself. So they letter cease and desist. They put his Twitter in Twitter jail. They pretty much banned his and did the copyright strikes on his YouTube. So pretty much he was in a world of shit. And what he was playing, he was online, and he was like, oh, man, this is great. The Kinect works awesome. He's literally, like, on a secondary Twitter account. So he's literally, like, poking the beast right now. Like, fucking with the lion, going like, I'm still going to post more stuff. And he was playing online. All of a sudden, he got bumped off. And he checked, and he tried to sign. He tried to sign back on. He goes, your account, your console has been permanently banned.
Don't fuck with Bill Gates.
Literally, they he made it sound like they bricked his console.
Yeah, that's
which is not true.
They're not going to brick it, but they can definitely block it until the release date at this point.
So is it permanently banned or not?
No. According to this, the new High site, it says right here, to quote here, however, it sounds like this episode will end well. Weingarten, who is Moonlight Swami, had an amicable. How would you say that? Amicable chat with Larry Herb, whatever is pronounced. We all know him as Major Nelson, the #1 community guy for Xbox Live, and he said we are sure that the console was not banned permanently, and he'll only be banned as far as a lock on till day one. So once it goes day one, his stuff will be unbanned. He'll be able to get online. But here's the kicker also. The fact that he's also, not only did he get not permanently banned his stuff, which they could brick it, he's also being invited to the Xbox One's Gala launch event.
Yeah, they should make him give him press credentials and make him like an ambassador for the Xbox.
Because the
One.
crazy thing is, he is he's no different from the DCD or yourself, Phil, or me, or whatever.
Like, any of these guys.
He does Let's Plays, he does game reviews, he does a bunch of other stuff. He has a huge following and stuff. So, I'm pretty sure that, because what's weird? I really hope that down the line that people who make videos in regards to reviews and journalism and video game journalism itself are allowed to get press credentials without having to write articles for a website, because that's as much a game journalist point of view in the new age. So, but
I hear you. That's a long since connected thing to the biases between newspapers and television reporting, and considering it less of an art form. It's how they're getting their revenge now.
Well, there's two ways to look at this.
Yeah, go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, you got being Microsoft in this situation. There's really two things that they got to consider. They could like use this as a PR thing. Look at this guy. This guy's doing, all right, we got tricked. This guy got on early before he's supposed to, and they can make a PR thing about it. But then they don't really want people doing this all the time. They want to keep people from grabbing these consoles early, starting them up, and then like showing off like, oh, look at us, we got one over on Microsoft. So it puts them in kind of a predicament. Like, how are they supposed to handle this in a positive PR light, but also keep people from trying to grab these things early from the stores?
I'm kind of jumping the gun here because I think I know where this story ends, but isn't the real responsibility in this situation, I know, Jesse, you have a secondary point as well, but isn't the real responsibility in this situation for Target that fucked up here?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. I think they're the ones who Microsoft should be coming after.
Yeah, they should be having to do something to pay some sort of financial recompense for this. Well,
Twitter actually, not Twitter, but I think that Kotaku actually posted an article that was a response from Target to
our bad. Whoops.
Yeah, pretty much right here. Target's response. Let me bring this up. But before we get to the Target one, I just want to talk about the really cool, the fact that like literally it takes from the Xbox One to boot up is about 17 seconds. Pretty much it like just automatically boots up properly. The fact that like a lot of the games, he pretty much did the math, and it's your cap is 25 games. That's full capacity for the 500 gigabyte. Because the majority of every game is going to be from anywhere from 27 to 45 gigabytes for a minimum download. Like we thought that like we were like, oh man, fuck, 8 gig for Grand Theft Auto 5. But it's like, no, it's like straight up all the popular games, like 39 gigabytes for installation for Call of Duty Ghosts. So it's like it's insane how all this other different things are going on. But it all comes to a great story. And I actually talked to him via Twitter last night. And I said, do you think this negative press will, impact your ad revenue for your page? He said, maybe, but as from now, we're good. Because the one major thing is, of course, every story has to have a conspiracy to it. So they have subreddits on, I think the video gaming portion of Reddit, and they're saying that Moonlight Swami is a secret marketing person for Xbox One.
That was my first thought when you sent out these stories this morning, and I read through them. My first initial thought was this was all because of some of the negative press in the initial launch window, in the initial problems of the launch with Microsoft and losing to Sony right off the bat. They need stuff like this to get the press talking about the Xbox, especially as we're nearing the PS4 releasing next Friday. So
if that was the case, I think they could have handled this a ton better. Like,
you don't think this is a brilliant idea as far as marketing, trying to get it out there as far as just for press?
Not getting out the rumor that they bricked his machine. Like that was not good. Like that made me go, I don't really want to deal with Xbox.
Well, you know what they say about press, right? Any press is good press.
Any press is good press, yeah.
Yeah. So let me just pull up his Twitter is the number one. Here's another thing that makes people believe that it may be a conspiracy. How it's the number one source for Xbox One. That's the name of his Twitter page, and he's constantly getting. I was actually going through it last night, and that's when I sent him the question for him, because I was like, blah 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 blah. Major Nelson, 30 minutes, purple, blah blah blah. Not sure. He pretty much gets into like a heated debate with somebody. He's like, go back to Reddit where you belong and everything right here, because it's just insane. It's like, fuck you. You
That's
sold
a terrible
out.
Thing to say.
Yeah.
They literally treated Moonlight Swami like Brendan Justice or whatever it is from EGM Now, the guy who gave like a perfect score to Aliens versus or Alien, that Alien game. Is it Alien Resurrection? What was it? What was that name? That game?
Colonial Marines.
Colonial Marines. Thank you. I don't know why. I was just about to say I don't know why I forgot about that.
It was the perfect game.
It's irrelevant. So
it's an elephant.
It's an elephant. So
the elephant in the room is that game. Really, is what we're talking about.
It's
here.
just no.
Nice
I'm all set with that game. I'm good. I'm good. I'll move on from there. So of course. Moving on to another particular story.
Hold on, before you move on.
Yes, go ahead.
I do have to run, guys. I'm sorry that I got to cut this a little earlier than I thought I had to, but something has come up.
Sure.
Jesse, have fun at the at your performance this week. At where will you be this week?
I'll be in Cincinnati. I will be performing the play version of WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, nice.
Yes. I will be. I'll be the lead in that. I don't remember any of my lines, so it's gonna be mostly improv.
Oh, good. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up to Cincinnati to see that. I'm gonna check out a Bengals game and.
All right, I'll have a ticket waiting for you.
Awesome. I'll be
all right.
well.
Gentlemen, have a good day.
Yeah.
Later, Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
Bye.
Bye, Jesse.
Bye. Sorry.
That's okay. Maybe next time. All right, it's just me and you, Phil. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Blizzard here. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
Yeah, no, we jumped the gun, but I'm sorry to keep going back to Moonlight Swami, but this is just the Kentucky.
I have a little bit more to talk about him before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just thought for 1 second, because what Jesse was saying with I do think the public relation thing would work because they made it clear that when they did not say they bricked his system, they said they temporarily put his system on hold until it starts out. Maybe they just quietly told him to keep his mouth shut a little bit, and we're going to take care of you and make you some ambassador program. I think this is brilliant marketing. If it comes down that Microsoft did plan this, I think this is awesome. This is great. But if they didn't, this kid's lucky, and it was a great boom to him as a media personality.
No, it's I would definitely say it's a great way to promote it because, like I said, like any press is good press. But the thing is, putting it out right there, it's literally I don't know how to explain it, but literally it's like they're causing a commotion because now everybody's talking about Xbox One and how
Exactly.
it's crazy. This stuff going on and Moonlight Swami this and
this is a week before PlayStation 4 comes out.
So they're trying to steal the spotlight from PS4. So,
and they are. And as more time goes on, I don't get into a whole war thing. I'll eventually pick one of the two systems to get. And after I've played both of them, but I think the wars are kind of funny. It reminds me again of the Genesis, Super Nintendo age. But I'm not convinced just because the way something was launched and the marketing campaign was launched, which system's going to be better. Yeah, initially PS4's marketing blitz was better and showed off what the system could do right away. And Microsoft decided to focus a little bit more on the TV entertainment sort of side and didn't really focus on the gaming. But I don't know until I actually play both systems which one's going to be the better one, and I think the proof's going to happen over time, not right away. So we'll see who wins.
The proof is in the pudding. So I know that
fuck Sony.
How dare you? I'm biased. I'm Switzerland when it comes to these consoles. I know that the Boston Bastard Brigade or B3 crew invited us to see if we can do an unboxing and. Cool thing, but the thing is, it's at midnight, so
yeah, that's tough for me as well.
Yeah.
But I agree.
We're old.
As much as you think I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and I am in the sense that I give them the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes down to it, I'm Switzerland as well when it comes to consoles. I just want to play the best games, and I don't care what system I play it on.
Because they both have really great exclusive games for that everybody, you have to really choose. If you're a really big Dead Rising fan, go for the Xbox One. But right. I'm pretty sure
if you're into Halo, go for the Xbox One.
Yeah, go for Halo. But the thing is, I really believe that Titanfall is going to be unbelievable, and that's a particular PS4 exclusive. That and Kill Switch,
and obviously the infamous
Killzone,
games.
The new Killzone game, Shadows Fall.
Yeah, and the infamous games, which are the one big selling point to me to go up.
I've never really played the infamous games. How are they?
They're really, really fun. 3D environment, interaction games, very story-oriented, but the gameplay feels akin to a more compact version, kind of combining Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row gameplay mixed with God of War, Devil May Cry tightness of the combat. It's a extremely fun. Extremely fun.
Interesting. Well, the thing is, according to Kotaku on their Target's story, it says a Kotaku retail source told us yesterday that they heard that Target had accidentally not assigned a release date for the regular version of Xbox One, leading to retailers to automatically mail them out when they received their shipments. The source said that Target had put a date on the day one edition of the console, which would explain that the versions wasn't sent out. So, like, I guess, your basic version that a lot of people probably don't get, or probably they were the least popular, because deluxe editions with the more memory and everything where everybody wanted to get boom, 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 we're running out to it. And the other ones, it's almost like getting the basic standard bare bones Xbox 360 Gen 1 console, or then the arcade with the external memory and the ability to go on Xbox Live. Everybody wanted that.
Lucky ass people that happened to order that at the exact same time. Again, if it wasn't something that was pre-planned, just the happenstance of the situation must have been beautiful to be one of those guys that got that Xbox early. You're like, what the hell is this from Target? Shit. Oh my God. I just freak out. I'd have
that would be really cool because, but there's not a lot of games out there that you can truly enjoy for the Xbox 360 that are out currently right now, because they're either people have just snatched them up or they just haven't put them out, because Moonlight Swami was able to grab one game for the Xbox One, and it was Black Ops. It was not, it was the, Call of Duty Ghost. So, and he was able to get it, and they were like, why are you such a rush to buy it? And he's like, I got it early. And they're like, GameStop employees are like blowing their loads. Oh, really?
What do you mean? Can I come to your house, man?
I'm not doing anything after work. Can I come over and stuff? It's like,
I'm surprised you could even get the games early.
Yeah, it's weird because they already have the controllers and some games out in certain situations, certain places. So I know that I think Caleb has got like Killzone and a couple other games currently out right now because he's got the PS4 coming, and I know that King Baby Duck has got does he have the PS4?
PS4.
Okay, so he has also the PS4 going. Okay, jumping over to this weekend. Do you know what this weekend was for a lot of video game people?
What was that?
It was BlizzCon.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Everybody talking about Blizzard and all their great new products.
Warcraft subscribers are jumping ship.
Really? Do you think so? Now, where are they jumping ship to? I know that they lost, about 8 million?
Yeah, and it keeps going down. People are just, I guess my remark would be that people are probably just getting sick of the MMO format and just jumping off because of that, because there's no other big one that's out right now, and it seems like people have fatigue to that sort of type of game. I know I do. Coming from just because we're going to talk about Blizzard, I have to be very clear that I was a WoW player for probably about 3 or 4 years, on and off. I didn't always pay for my subscription. I had some friends that would support my crack habit, but it became a job. Not a job so much as I was getting paid for it, but it was, you needed to be online at a certain time to do your certain dailies, to do this, to do that, to blah, 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 blah.
So it's almost like doing a podcast, pretty much.
It's like doing a podcast, or like having a practice, or having some sort of interaction with your friends. I guess that was why I enjoyed Warcraft, not because of the gameplay itself. And I think it's finally caught up because of how easy you can do this thing that I'm about to say. Just being able to hook up with your friends online and play a video game and interact with them. That's the best part of playing MMOs. But yeah,
it's more or less being able to put together a team, and you could be the issues guy and somebody from Germany.
Yeah, give me a fart sound with my address there. from.
Okay, no problem.
That's okay. But
no, it's not okay. It's not okay, man.
It is okay, dude. But you were talking about BlizzCon. What important information came from BlizzCon?
Well, there was a lot of games that they were talking about. One in particular that I was really excited, but it's kind of hard to explain because they really didn't. They're trying to say this new game that's coming out that's got everybody pumped up is not it's not a MOBA. So, what is a MOBA actually?
Multi-online battle arena game.
Okay, they're trying to say that Heroes of the Storm, which is an all-new one. I saw the trailer for it. It looks pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, it does.
And it's got a lot of the particular main characters, the antagonists and protagonists from StarCraft. being together. So it doesn't really explain what the gameplay is all about when you see the trailer and stuff. And I'm like, is this a versus thing? Is this a fighting game? It's like, but they're trying to say that it's not like, according to GameSpot, it's Blizzard explains why it doesn't call Heroes of the Storm a MOBA. It's more or less like an action real-time strategy that doesn't make a lot of sense for this game. But, that's according to... I don't even know if I read that right. Okay, action real-time strategy didn't make a lot of sense for this game, says Heroes of the Storm director. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read the whole entire story because everybody knows
I hear
exactly.
you, and it's tough to paraphrase sometimes. But while John's scanning through that to figure out some points, Blizzard's a company that's been going around for a while. They're kind of one of those companies you forget about every once in a while because they don't come out with games every year. They don't rush titles out. They spend a lot of time really working and tweaking their titles and putting out big releases. Are all the releases perfect? We all know Diablo, the newest Diablo, had some issues when it was first released, but they make a great game. StarCraft, how long did it take for that StarCraft 2? Like 75 years?
Way too long.
Everybody
loves
but
it.
It's a quality game. And what they did with Warcraft and why they cornered the market so long when the MMOs were the biggest thing in the world is because they could do what no one else could do. Just make a MMO work from a day-to-day basis with doing upgrades, with reforming the world. Blizzard is one of the most amazing cash cow video game companies out there in the world.
Yeah, I think that this particular paragraph summarizes what the game director, Browder, explains. It said, other than the shorter durations for the matches, what else sets Heroes of the Storm apart from League of Legends or Dota 2? Because that's literally, this game was developed to be kind of like the Blizzard Dota and it says it's very much about map objectives. Brother explained, it's about taking over the battleground and engaging with those objectives. It's very much about playing with your team. It's about team leveling. We start you with all of your abilities, so you have everything at once. So it's not like a leading up, so you're earning certain things like a lot of like first-person shooters or different games out there. But it's a little bit more action-oriented in that sense, and it's a little less about the RPG components. It's more about playing with these iconic heroes that you've seen over many years inside our game. Hopefully what I just said made sense.
Yeah, to me what it looks like, and from what you were saying, I hope that it's a game that you don't have to go around spending a lot of time fun around, leveling up your characters. Yeah,
because that's what Dota is. They pretty much you select from a variety of characters that they're already leveled up. Like they have all their powers right here, and you're jumping into the melee of different people out there in an action-oriented sense. So I know a lot of people, I think that, and that's a free game, Dota, out there. So it's interesting how they're like, now, is this going to be similar to World of Warcraft or Diablo, where you have to have microtransactions or you have to pay to play? Do you think this is a free-to-play game?
No, because it's Blizzard. And that's what I was hinting at the beginning. Blizzard is one of those things. They might give you a free trial. They may let you taste the taste.
Of course.
But they're going to charge you a reasonable fee therefore after. So I see this game being $50 to $100 at launch or whatever it is, and then having to either do microtransactions, but I kind of doubt it. Blizzard's always strayed away from, in a sense, a lot of too much microtransactions, at least in Warcraft, to the point of they opened up to a little bit, but more just the monthly pay, and then you have to upgrade within game. But maybe this will be a completely different kind of business model for them. But that was a long babbly way of just saying, yes, Blizzard's going to find some way to charge for this game. There's no way Blizzard's giving anything away for free. They're
currently,
not selling
yes.
the game.
And Heroes of the Storm currently right now is allowing signups for their beta. So, which is live currently right now. I would actually, let me see, I click on this link and it's going to bring me to screenshots and wallpapers. I would actually jump into this and check it out because, more than just to see as far as a trial. So, keep in tune to the Couchmasters to see if I can get a little bit of streaming or Let's Plays on Heroes of the Storm. And I really, it looks amazing. It looks amazing right here. And it's going to be my first, if I actually jump into it, it's going to actually be my first non-MOBA that I'll actually be able to play. So I would love to. I wish them best, because the thing is, they're taking a lot of great characters from StarCraft and be able to put them in a different sort of environment, kind of like a Dota environment, which is good because I love StarCraft, but it's so it's annoying. It takes too long for me because you can just gather up everything, and it's like it can get boring unless you're like some Asian kid in Korea. Yeah, Asian kid in Korea. Unless you're a Korean pro player and you just put this stuff together fast, like click, 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 click.
Or someone that's just loves mapping and loves thinking about that. A cartographer. If you're a cartographer, you love games like Command and Conquer and StarCraft. I mean, I enjoy those type of games, but I enjoy those type of games for a little while. I play with very high speeds against very low-level computer opponents, and then I could just build up my armies and stuff very quickly and then just go and destroy things. I like the action of playing them, but it's like sitting down and play a game of Monopoly. I don't want to sit down and play an 8-hour game of Monopoly. That's why I make free parking a thing. That's why I give like strange power-ups and weird things so you can get lots of money and play. Because I don't want to sit through a 20-hour game of Monopoly. I don't want to do that with any game. That's why I respect you, John, for even getting into Minecraft and stuff. I don't have the patience to do that. I get bored with that so easily. I need a storyline. That's why I can deal with role-playing games. And deal with slow upgrades and bring a character from level 1, or a game like Pokemon or something like that where I'm training Pokemon and going through the repetition. I can't get into games where I have to build sewer systems. Oh yeah, I gotta really work on my sewer systems. Or
on your sewer systems?
I was thinking of SimCity, or the higher levels of SimCity where it's
yes, where the aqueducts and everything right there. So
I'm like, I don't want to build aqueducts, and I guess I assume that Minecraft's the same way. Like I have to build Minecraft sewer systems to fully do what I want to do.
Yeah, redstone and everything. So it's quite complicated, but oh well. But here's another thing that I want to talk about. I think to wrap up the show is, do you know that Keanu Reeves is coming out with a new grandiose movie that's coming out this Christmas? No, it actually looks really good. It looks a whole lot better than The Man with the Iron Fists, which was a Eli Roth and
is that the RZA movie?
Yes, that was a RZA movie. Yes. 47 Ronin is actually coming out this Christmas Day.
Is it a sequel to Ronin? The
Robert De Niro movie?
Yes, Robert De Niro movie.
No.
It's the 47th sequel. We've traveled into the future.
Yes.
It's like an Airplane 2.
It's just like Leonard Part 3, when there wasn't Part 1 and Part 2.
Russell Brand's in it.
It's a movie. Band of samurai set out to avenge the death of and dishonor of their master at the hands of a ruthless shogun. So it looks pretty badass. But the thing is, this is the directorial debut by Carl Rinch, who is he's done commercials and he's done mini movies. Let's see actually how many. I'm bringing up on him on IMDb, the IMDb.
I'mAdouchebag.com. That's my favorite.
Literally, he's made 3 other shorts and 3 other videos, and they were shorts.
Now, while you're there, could you also click on Keanu and tell me what Keanu's last couple of movies were? I'm curious. I've lost track of Keanu's career.
But it's definitely sparse for Carl, because he did The Quiz in 94, Lovely Weather for Rain in 96, and he took a very big hiatus. And then he did The Gift in 2010, and he got hired. So the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that it's all about not what you know, but who you know. Do you know who he's related to?
Who's that?
He is the nephew of Ridley Scott.
Oh, interesting.
So
interesting.
It's pretty interesting.
Okay, so I looked at my Keanu Reeves. Keanu has not done much you would know of since the last movie that you care about that Keanu was in would be...
Don't say the other Matrix
Something's Got to Give in 2003. No, he was... Constantine was 2005.
I liked Constantine. That wasn't a bad movie.
It was okay. Street... It wasn't bad because of Keanu. Street Kings in 2008, I didn't see that. The Day the Earth Stood Still.
That was horseshit.
The Private Lives of Pippi Lee, didn't see that. Henry's Crime, didn't see that. He was on a TV series? I didn't know that.
What?
He was on a TV series called Easy to Assemble from 2009 to 2012. Who knew this?
Maybe he was the producer. Producer?
No, it says an actor here. No, he's an actor.
What is it? A foreign TV show?
I don't know. Maybe because he played Foresta Ferione. This was a television show, a comedy. It was Tom Arnold was on it. Also Justine Bateman.
What is the name of what is the name of the show again? Easy to
Assemble. And it's still on 2008 to now. Alina Douglas comically destructs her life and puts together her future.
Oh, it's an IKEA TV show.
It's an IKEA TV show. Wait, Keanu Reeves is on an IKEA TV show? Okay, maybe he was just on an episode. He was on 2 episodes of it. I'm sorry. 2 episodes of this. But who knew this series existed? Wow, this is why we're the Couch Masters. We have discovered that there's an IKEA television series called Easy to Assemble. Is this on Netflix? We need to watch this. I will be doing a report.
Yeah, it's right next to Derek.
Oh, wow.
Keanu.
As John tries to get into the beta on Blizzard, my homework over the week is to find out all I can about Easy to Assemble, the TV series by IKEA, and we'll bring it back to you next Sunday with some more information about that. While John looks more into
let me just see if I can pull up a clip of
Easy to Assemble with Keanu. Generation he was also in 2012, which I didn't see, and The Man of Tai Chi in 2013.
Yeah, that was I think his directorial debut, where he was a star. He was the bad guy in this movie, and it was a Chinese film.
Yes, he was also the director. You're right.
Yep, director and an evil guy. The guy he fights at the end. I did
not see this movie.
It was kind of like I don't know. It's like guy has to fight through all these different crazy people. Mm-hmm. I think that's. The show Easy to Assemble is on My Damn Channel, which is actually kind of like an internet kind of TV station. It's actually on Roku and a bunch of other different things. So
I'll definitely have to check it out.
But let's see if I can bring up the clip.
And my name is Rolf Nystrom. Yeah.
Whoa.
We are Sparhoos. The wolf.
I don't like it.
No?
No.
Sounds like porn. Sounds like Shizer porn. Whoa, dude. When you want to be a dad.
A lot of fun, and it was a free time for us.
Yeah,
and we were experimenting a lot.
Ice fishing is a song of hope.
Okay, I'm enough. Yeah,
that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. He's enough. That reminds me of that horrible Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Celebrity or something, when you just have all the celebrities in there be at like a party drunk. Hey, everybody, this is C. Thomas Howell. I was really good in that volleyball movie, Side Out. Yeah, it was great. Okay, so what I think Keanu is doing here with all of these, going back to his Matrix roots here, is I believe these more Matrix movies that are coming thing is true. I've heard rumors of 3 more Matrix movies, and perhaps he's trying to rebrand himself as the karate specialist Keanu Reeves again, since he's backstabbed Alex Winter and now wants no part of Bill and Ted. God damn it.
But getting back to the 47 Ronin, it actually looks like a really good movie. I can play the trailer in the back. Just playing a little bit of the sound, but he's playing, foreign guy, whatever, left as a child and turned into a slave by a local shogun.
And he seems to be the only American in the cast.
Yeah. That's the good thing, because I really like this. No, and the thing is, they got a lot of cool special effects in right here, but I think the creepiest thing is, you remember the guy that you've seen on the internet who has a complete face tattoo of a skull, around his body? He's a star in this movie. He's playing one of the main bad guys.
Rick
Guinness.
Rick Guinness?
Yeah, he's playing Savage, who's in this movie, and it's just crazy seeing the main website is pretty gnarly, because he's playing one of the pirates, I guess, one of the bad guys. And it also...
how is that guy not Skeletor in a Masters of the Universe?
I don't know, but I definitely am willing. I want to see how well he acts. But a lot of really interesting, and I really like the fact that he is jumping fully. He's not trying to make a samurai movie with American people. He's literally like, I want to be a part of this. Thank you very much. I want to do this. But it's just full of a cast of really good actors from Japan.
As long as it's better than The Last Samurai, I'm in.
Yes,
I'll check this out.
Oh, definitely. No, I definitely agree, because it looks like a really good samurai movie with the lore and stuff right here. It's not trying to involve reality into it. It's supposed to be like, this is like a movie, like a really good samurai movie with demons and shoguns and forces and crazy witches who can... change shape and everything right here. But Rinko Kikuchi from Pacific Rim, she's playing in there. She's playing Mizuki. Of course, Skeleton Man.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Hiroki Sanada. He was on Lost, I guess, a little bit. And he was also in the Wolverine movie. He's playing...
Is that Jin? Oh, no, it's not Jin. Okay, he was he was in the Lost scenes in the flashbacks.
Yes, that's correct. And also, of course, what movie couldn't be complete without Kari Hiroki Tagawa? And I think that not Ko Shibisaki. Where is this guy? I'm trying to find. Okay, Tadanobu Asano. He's playing one of the three warriors in Thor.
Lord Kira.
He's he's playing Lord Kira, but he's also the Asian guy who's Thor's best friend in the Thor movies. So
excellent.
A lot of really cool people in right here. I'm really looking forward to this but the thing is, you know what sucks? I haven't seen any promotions or anything on TV about it.
It's already being labeled as possibly one of the worst movies of the year before it's even come out.
How can you really do that? Because the thing is, I know that, I don't know if it's biased because I love samurai movies. And I love Keanu.
Movie meter is up 322% point this week, so it's possibly got some positive press this week. Who knows why the winds blow the way they?
I could give a shit about critics itself with the movies like this because they're going for it, man. And I love Asian cinema. I love everything about it, and I really appreciate the fact that Keanu Reeves is just he wants to be a part of it. He appreciates that culture and he appreciates the cinema. He wants to make movies like this, and he looks like he's going to do a great job. Like The Matrix. I really loved him in The Matrix, and being able to see him in a Matrix kind of not like playing Neo and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that he's not going to be, he's going to be, what do you call it? He's not going to be the shitty actor we know. He's going to be I'll give it a chance.
And I'm always hard on Keanu, but there's something very likable about him. It
has to be better than The Man with Iron Fists.
And it has to be better than The Last Samurai.
Yes.
So just by those two definitions, and I love samurai movies too. I love samurai video games. Some of my favorite video games in the last 20 years were the Way of the Samurai games on the PlayStation 2. Which was sort of like a choose your own adventure combat samurai game, and add a lot of that sort of style. So I'm very much looking forward to this movie as well. I'll check it out with you.
Cool. All right, well, that's about it.
I do have one last call, so to speak.
Go.
That I just need to get a little
lightning round.
I need to get off here. That last night I finally got a chance to watch the movie. Speaking of critically acclaimed movies, the new Wizard of Oz movie, The Oz Great and Powerful, with James Franco there. Now, I had a problem, and fortunately, my significant other loves me and loves podcasting and stuff, but she doesn't love my podcasting enough to ever listen this far into a show, so I don't have to worry about her caring what I'm saying. I wanted to do horrible, disgusting things to Mila Kunis. I had an amazing, attractive urge to her since I've seen her on That 70s Show, and then seeing her in the Jason Segel movie. She just
Shut up, Meg.
More fucking attractive. Yeah, Meg just makes me want to do her even more. But she is in this Oz and Powerful, whatever crappy movie that starts off pretty good. James Franco's not bad. It's a very stylistic movie, but horribly in-your-ass Disney crap. And then, eventually, spoiler alert, she turns into the Green Witch, and she has those weird, horrible fucking CG mask on her, making her looking like Jim Carrey in the Mask movie, and she yells out of the voice like, yeah! It has the stupidest sounding voice. Mila Kunis has been ruined to me. I know I could no longer get hard for her because of her performance, of how bad and awful and ridiculously shitty it was in this movie. It destroyed it. Right now, I'm looking at naked pictures of Mila Kunis and touching my penis, and it's not working. It's not working because that movie sucked. It sucked. I don't care. She would have to go and do a Black Swan type of thing. Yeah, I know she was in Black Swan because of Natalie Portman becoming that unattractive to me, being Princess Ama-Dooby-Dee in the Star Wars prequel movie.
I'll never find her not attractive.
It was hard for me. She's so fucking attractive. But it wasn't. It was worse than that. It wasn't just bad acting. It was a bad mask, horrible haircut when she did what did look like Mila Kunis, destructive, attractive thing to you. You are no longer attractive to me. Sorry, Mila Kunis, you're off the list.
What is it like Charlize Theron when she did Monster? They're like, oh my god, I cannot believe I've masturbated to the thought of you.
It was worse, dude. Her voice was just horrible. It's horribly grating. Imagine she looks like Jim Carrey from the
No,
Mask.
I've seen the movie. I know exactly what you're talking about. So it's
and
like
her voice is just it was just so horrible. And it destroys what like I haven't seen. This is where I'm going to be
you're the worst, Meg.
You're the worst, Meg. And I like the story of Wicked in the sense where the witches came from and all of that, too. I don't like how they made her younger sister, that she turned evil heart. I don't like all of that. It's stupid. I like it better when the Wicked Witch is born like that and has to deal with oppression growing up of people that are making fun of her and all that sort of shit. And then
I wasn't always this ugly.
Yeah, she was always that ugly. God damn, it was just horrible. Horrible fucking movie. Just really, really bad. I'm sorry for that rant, guys. Now we can end the show.
Good. Do you know what is a really good? Here's my recommendation. Your recommendation is to not see
don't
the
see
All in Great and Powerful Oz.
If you find Mila Kunis attractive, don't see that movie.
It's like, just move on.
Just move on.
My recommendation for a movie you gotta see, because over and over again, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have seen this, but I rewatched Event Horizon.
Oh,
with Lawrence Fishburne. Great movie. Even though I've realized that Lawrence Fishburne, his acting is so bad in that movie. I am the captain. You will follow me, Doctor.
Humans, people, follow me. I am Morpheus. Now have a rave.
What if I told you that my acting was on purpose?
What's so horrible about him is because he can be so great, too. That's what tricks you with Lawrence Fishburne. Because when he works, even in small parts, like his part in the movie The Color of Money, when he hustles Paul Newman out of his money towards the end to set a downward spiral, he's just so great at playing when he works. But when he's bad, Lawrence Fishburne.
He's bad. He's bad like this bad.
If you smile a little more, and I smile a little more, the whole wide world will be a happier place by a whole lot more. If you laugh a little more, and I laugh a little more.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne, Cowboy Curtis.
Yeah, he was amazing on Pee-wee. It was what made
him and
Pee-wee
his Jerry Curl
and Phil Hartman jumping in there and on Pee-wee's Playhouse. That show was amazing.
That was a lot of great stuff. I definitely but I think that it's time for us to wrap up the show. So you can find me at Jacedown on. Let me just turn on my mic a little bit. You can find me at Jacedown on Twitter, Jacedown Studios on Facebook, and of course the Couchmasters, or www.facebook.com/sitandbemerry. And I think that. Do we still even use the Couchmasters?
The Twitter one?
Twitter, yeah.
No, we don't really. But if anybody wants to check out my stuff, you can check me out at I Got Issues Man on Twitter, or issuesprogram.com, or Phil the Issues Guy on YouTube and on Facebook. Yeah, you can add me there, the Issues Program as well. But no, we don't really use the Couchmasters Twitter. Most of our posts that we come out comes from either the subreddit that John formed, or our individual Twitters, or on Facebook. So
yeah, I'm constantly on Reddit when it comes to the subreddit for podcasting, and of course I am.
Oh, don't forget. Hold the thought. Sorry.
The phone.
Also, check out Anook. It's a video game. It's a specific video game community, and I post
That's
some
right,
of our
yeah.
episodes on Anook.
Is it kind of like Raptor?
It's a little bit like Raptor, but
Okay.
it's more like it's more Google Plus, Facebooky, with just video game topics, where you label certain. You can post things, and there's a YouTube community, and then you can label each thing under different video games that you're talking about specifically.
Oh,
and
okay.
They're just looking for those video games, and they tell you actually how many people read each post and stuff. So you can hook it in right to your Facebook account and sign up through.
See, that's what I like about the Facebook Pages Manager on the on my phone, because I'm able to check out exactly how much exposure people get. So I do appreciate everybody who has checked out the stuff. Yeah, and that's about it. And of course, Jeff Williams, I've been working, not working with, but I've been hanging around with Jeff Williams while he's mixing Ruby. And I know a lot of people, our first podcast, we interviewed him, or I interviewed him, and I was able to spend like the whole entire afternoon with him, and like the album, the full songs itself, the mixing, it's unbelievable. And I was actually able to bring to light somebody was trying to spoil the soundtrack. So I blasted them on Reddit, and they were able to like delete their comments and stuff because they were so embarrassed. And of course, I was just like, "Fuck that bitch," because it's funny because I know who I sort of know who it is now. So it's strangely enough, it was somebody that was close to. It wasn't some just random stranger that worked for Rooster Teeth or anything. So, but
usually when people steal, they're people close to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I know the Ruby DVD is coming out this Tuesday. And the soundtrack, ? I would love to see if it comes out this week, but I would definitely say before Black Friday. So, go buy the CD. Don't buy the stuff. You can buy the stuff on iTunes, but I'm pretty sure that if you buy the CD, you might get a digital download for the songs.
Keep CDs alive.
Keep CDs alive, especially that, because you want a memento. Because Ruby is an awesome. I know it's not Phil's cup of tea, but it's if you're 14 and you're a girl and you like poppy music from anime, boom, there's your ticket. Or you're
I respect all types of music. This is again to go into like what we're talking about the console thing. I respect all kinds of music, even if it's not my cup of tea. If it's good and what he does is good.
It's like his daughter's way of singing. Casey Lee Williams I guess her influences for singing can be seen in kind of like Pierce the Veil. Have you ever heard that band?
Yeah.
So there's one, King for a Day or something. But the chorus sounds exactly like, I can tell that's exactly the way Casey took to singing a lot of different songs for Ruby. So, all right, this is the ending is way too long, so we're probably going to have to loop this song right here. You know what? Actually, let's go out with some Cowboy Curtis. So, okay, right now, Agent Tex is ended. And here's some Cowboy Curtis again.
Would I? If you smile a little more. And I smile a little more. The whole wide world will be a happier place. By a whole lot more.
Bye, everybody.
But maybe tomorrow I can sing you a little bit more.